feel right now after that?
Obviously, incredibly disappointed. You can't ever feel good about a loss. You're proud of the way that guys battle back, but at the end of the day, you're never happy with the loss.
What play was it that you got banged up on, and what happened?
Just running the ball. Just took a hit kind of to the side of the helmet, and I had trouble kind of seeing out of my right eye after that. So we're just trying to get that back into focus.
Were you trying to talk him into letting you back in?
Yeah. I wanted to play, but I wanted to make sure I was all right as well. The trainers and athletic staff were doing tests on the side to make sure that I was okay to play, and they decided that I was okay to play after that.
Were you woozy or was it just the vision thing?
Just kind of dazed a little bit, and couldn't really see out of my right eye, but that was really it.
When did you know that you could go back in, and who told you that and when?
In like the second quarter, they were doing tests and everything like that to make sure I was all right. And at that point, they said, just be ready to go in the second half.
Dayne, can you talk a little bit about the emotions of the 95-yard pass to Rudy and everything seems so great, and then having to try to lead him down the field at the end there and coming up a little bit short?
I mean, that's just part of the game. As an offense, you have to be ready to score at any given moment. Kyle made an incredible catch and got open, and the read took me there. But we have to be able to score on every given series, and even earlier in the game, we could have done a better job of scoring. So obviously, again, like I said, happy the way the guys battled back and competed, but I just didn't have enough plays to win.
Dayne, take us to the last play of the game.
In terms of what?
What were you looking for? Any particular
just
receiver?
Throwing out the ball. It was just trying to throw up the ball and give a guy a chance, and I didn't give him a chance. Poor throw. That's really what it comes down to.
What are you thinking when you have vision problems? Have you ever experienced anything like that? And how long did that take to clear it?
That cleared up throughout the course of the game, but never experienced anything like that.
Dayne came out and it was clear he wasn't going to be in for a while. Did you guys feel the momentum slide back a little bit there?
Not really. I think one thing Coach Kelly put a lot of emphasis on is the next man in. I think that we practice with every quarterback in a week, so we felt like we still had opportunity to go out there and make plays.
What was the mood of the locker room at halftime? It seemed like you guys might get in there at 14-7 and broke off that big. Notre broke off that big run right at the end of the half.
Just coming in here, I think it's safe to say that we've been here quite a few times. Just everybody on the same page, knowing that we still have a lot of football to be played. Everybody's just willing to go out there and still play hard for 4 quarters, which is what the intention was to come into this game.
Any thought coming back out when Dayne came back in, a little lifted spirits there, or where was the team at when he trotted back out in the huddle?
I think that really started in the locker room during halftime. I think everybody just said that they was going to dedicate these 2 quarters to play as hard as they can, and Dayne just came in there and willing to throw it out on the line, and he came in and made some big plays for us.
Do you think you're going to get your quarterback?